She came from nothing. They have everything. Let the games begin. Here's what the side of the book looks like. Now this was my favorite read of the month. And I'm giving it 4 stars. 4 stars. So basically, this book is about our main character, Avery. And Avery doesn't have a lot of money. Her mom is dead, and her dad is not in the picture. She lives with, I think it's her half-sister. She lives with her half-sister, and she's just trying to survive high school. But suddenly, a boy about her age shows up to her high school and tells her that she's been named in his grandfather's will, and that she's required to come to the reading of the will so she can discover what she's inherited. And so she goes, I think they're in Texas. She travels to Texas with this boy and meets his three other brothers and a bunch of the staff and all of the family members, the Hawthorne family. And she kind of goes through this story, kind of trying to discover why she was named in this will. This was a super fast read for me. The chapters are very short. Sometimes they're only 1 or 2 pages long. And the text is quite large. Let me see if I can open it up. The text is quite large. So it's a very quick read. I think it's a young adult novel. as she does get married, and as she has children, and then as they're forced to leave their home, and how she discovers love, and how the dynamic with her daughter changes over time, and the lessons that they learned along the way. So I rated this book 4.5 stars because the first half of the book was very slow, like unnecessarily slow. We definitely could have cut out like so many chapters and really shortened this book. Let me see how many pages there are. There are 448 pages. I think this book could have easily been 300, 350. Easily. By cutting out a lot of unnecessary stuff in the beginning. And so for a while I was struggling to read it because it was like such a slow burn. And it was really difficult throughout the book to kind of see where it was leading. But then, once you hit like the halfway point, the story picks right up. And you sort of start to follow the main characters along as they start learning these lessons, these valuable life lessons. And the perspective changes between the main character Elsa and her two children. So this was another one of my favorite reads. A little bit harder to get through than The Inheritance Games and much longer. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you like historical books, I highly recommend. Now, to be YouTube friendly, I have to cover the title of this book. So, this book is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Beep by Mark Manson. This is quite a short book. It's a self-help book. This is a self-help book. And it's more about like letting go of like stop getting in your head about what people think of you. Stop caring so much. Stop sort of wasting your time. Let me open up to a few chapters. Chapter 1, Don't Try. Chapter 2, Happiness is a Problem. Chapter 3, You Are Not Special. Chapter 4, The Value of Suffering. Chapter 5, You Are Always Choosing. Chapter 6, You're Wrong About Everything. Chapter 7, Failure is the Way Forward. Chapter 8, The Importance of Saying No. And Chapter 9, And Then You Die. I found this book just super helpful to kind of give me like some perspective on my life and some of the struggles that I was going through. It's a very easy read. Like I got through it in like one day. self-help book and you're just feeling like you've been giving so much, you've been caring way too much, and you've just felt drained, I highly, highly, highly recommend this book for you. Alright, let's move on. Now the last two books are books that I have not finished yet. These are ongoing books. I haven't gotten very far in either of them, so they will be books that I finish in July, but I wanted to show you them anyway because I did start them in June. So, the first book I want to show you is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. This is like a pretty hefty, thick book, but the text is kind of large, which is nice. So, this book is a prequel to the Hunger Games series. So if you've ever read the Hunger Games or watched the movies, this happens before those in the same world. But this book is set in like the past. It's sort of like how the Hunger Games came to be. And if you remember President Snow from the Hunger Games, the story is all about his life growing up. So, it's about how the Hunger Games started. I haven't gotten far enough to really understand or give you a synopsis of what's going on. So far, it's just about Snow, and he is a mentor training one of the tributes is a